Today, na the 18th day of August 2022. The other day, we say Leone police pull the press release. Then say for make people then come out and help them for identify people them na the wanted list. List. Forget name, not to so. List. But Salon police, they enlisted and they talk about now pictures. Now in then get. I don't know, maybe you've seen a list from Sierra Leone police with Sierra Leone police the emblem param. And they talk about the list the way they go around with some man they make up list way. I feel say Sierra Leone police fall victim of social media. Salon police make we name reach Nigeria. And they are making fun of us. Say somebody when I be an artist. Mohamed Conte, thank you for the stars. 12 years ago, we don't die in Nigeria. Salon police put them na the wanted list. Now the person this. Tell me if you able to identify them na the wanted list. Now the person where Salon police put na the wanted not to list na pictures. When we be there yesterday, we dey talk about them picking them. I see somebody they comment on YouTube say, "Oh, we like for generalized stuff." So then we can't tell we back say this one where Salon police make mistake pa. Why you think say Salon police make mistake na ya? Who that they think say share that picture there? Eh? Picture be there social media. Somebody go find them. Na Google can IBAM. Na social media say na be part of the people in that day. Whether kata be there na salon. Salon police wa grip am na social media. Eh? I go say all of the pictures they then put through. On social media then pull. On social media then pull. Eh? I didn't pull. So how can Salon police fall short like this? Now then they make, as we come live, where some of we Nigerian family see. Now they can begin comments. I mean, see how thank you for the stars. Now they can begin comment too. Eh? For say, Luya, that ghost, who they look for, not to ya. But why though? Why? That's the question. So Salon police have because people share on social media. Eh? Because somebody share on social media. So then self just take them. Say na true. Let us look for the person. Eh? I know they say all the other one them. But this particular one we don't raise question now. Eh? Go make you the one that say what thing Salon police really do after they see them picture them on social media. What thing then do before then come and put all them pictures here for say then they look for the people them. Eh? And to them, they not sabi the name them. They not sabi the name them. So, how we police force, not able. But they self rely on social media. They rely on social media. Waiting and tell we. They say the address for them people there unknown. And that's them put to by these wanted pictures. Address unknown. Offenses. Homicide, riotous conduct, etc. Nationality, Sierra Leoneans. How Salon police know say all them people and then are Sierra Leoneans. Modupe Adelaide, thank you for the stars. Salon police say nationality, Sierra Leoneans, and now we find out say somebody na the picture not to Salon person, and a person might be done that 12 years ago. 12 years ago. If seen, do ya contact CID headquarters, Pademba Road, Freetown. Or you call any of the number then and get the number then. Then say there is a reward of 3,000 leons, the new leon, then at 3 million. So 3 million leons day. If you able to make Salon police arrest any one of them people there. If you give information, we go lead to the arrest. Of any of the wanted persons. So if we direct them outside the grave day, then go there. Because then put the picture now, yeah. Delam Coca, thank you for the stars. Then put the picture. If we show them, say, that person there, the green, Nigeria, but we don't die 12 years ago, but in picture in yeah. What's in go on for tell we? And with all the pictures we then put, yes, we see one of that a video day, wouldn't be the, that gruesome video of that police officer. The guy did it, he didn't have the picture, but this person, I know more anger gone. I know more anger gone. And the all wanted persons. Look on Nigeria, brother again, they can't say me kuna come out of Nigeria, brother, that green picture there. That green is late and resting years ago. Now this would come no me pambule. When Nigerian brother they now, but they just they catch cruise per week. Who that caused this? Moses Conte, Kalawa, thank you for the stars. Who that really caused this though? But say systems we know they in place na Salon ain't cause this. You know that? Okay. Bad thing happen on that day, yes. Salon police say all the evidence them, then on social media. When they talk to you, go on social media, go look. So they say what thing, let them get a wanted list. Then kind of social media. Then get all the thing people and post. They don't take their time whose due diligence we then do. Because I believe, say, even Google, you able search image day. You able. If this particular image you then put so, they be take that image day, then drop them inside Google. If they know how to do the search for image, if I become a boku one, Dominic, where? Please. Not to yasa. Now use that word there, the big, yeah? Now use that, yeah. We able to communicate without no cost. We know the cost now, the big. Yeah? Eh? Okay. What's your BDC? If we get system in place, the one them way they know how to do thorough check, not to for just go social media and believe everything that is on the media like that on social media because people post and there, so they just believe say yes now true. Now that day somebody na in tot that gun they like I tota. Eh? What if, apart from this person, what if somebody else stay there back will be innocent? But people then just take them picture then, they be bam. Say them be dead. Some police have just grab and say yes, now true. What am I saying here? And then tell you say Salon police not forget a wanted list. And then tell you say Salon police not for able for do their job for bring people and we cause atrocities on that day for bringing them to book. That's not what I'm saying. But it is a force for good, not so. So then suppose for able do due diligence, not for just go now social media, get our pictures, then they say go paste them. Yeah, I don't know if a publisher they use on a PowerPoint on a Word. Then say post and then pull and say wanted 3 million leons if you able make like they arrest any one of them one day. Eh? So, and Salon police don't tell we say they not sabi their name there. They not sabi their address there. But you always sabi that you able to identify them. You able to identify them? Eh? We still wait for them. We still wait. Because they can't provoke you down to town Nigeria brother they hand them. If we get proper forensic department, we get proper people where they even access social media, the cyber units, if then really, because this one with somebody took gun for that day. You know the intention. Eh? You know the intention. Again, with a pinpoint on a wanted person's list, that's what I go call myself. I don't know how to call them pictures. Eh? Yes. Would they pinpoint that? But what's he make would they pinpoint that? Not to foresee people the way do the thing when they're not supposed to do that diddy. For go scot free. No. But if Diamond they pa the list from another country. Think about it. Eh? Think about it. Seeing pictures on social media, you dey follow share network, not so. You know they see we they post to not so. Eh? Now make if we post, no say we don't take with them. We don't do it too for do before we post. Even if they say na the appropriate authority, they say this stuff for it. If we're not able to source that information, they for know the source for verifier, or not the poster. As Lily Pepe, like where we be now, if we dey take with them, what about an whole institution? An entire institution. And not stop them not forget information on social media. But before they self take Alexei na the gospel truth. Well, somebody go say, well, now wanted. Now wanted. So not to anything. He say waiting. He say now wanted. They not say, then do yeah, the crime we then say. Homicide, riotous conduct, etc. Now they want them for. Well, they say, well, they not convict the hits. Let them go explain themselves. So even if they mistake self na the list, it don't mean nothing. You say waiting? What you say? But remember bako, na people them, na them people left for call people in there. Na them post this thing. Not to Salon Police post to. Salon Police, na them can fen. Na social media and then go post. Na then go post. Tripoli, who's can list this? Kadijatu. The list now for the one them where Salon Police say being caused kata. Na Salon. On the 10th of August. And the list and the pictures they want in there. Massacre saying things say the reason why they put the banner and for make the youth them calm. He say, but they misbehave. Where they go put that long time that man in Nigeria, the artist will be don't die. Bintu Sama, thank you for the stars. You stay smart and say Tripoli. You said not begin the people. You know, say imagine first bar if you be say now the people's IG na be there right now. How that explanation they for the go? How the explanation for be the go right now? But right now, not get the people's IG. 4 left. Okay. If we get a proper database, Say today will not get ID in a salon. Because these are all the fundamentals, the standards, where for be even help salon police. Salon police fall short of this because of the systems them we lack na the country. Because of that. Because I believe say, say for take ID, what thing will happen? You go get a database with all many pictures. They must get face recognition software them when they go able for use. When they go able for use for help them small identify them people there. Lois in Holloway, you say you just want to make her talk all day. Now like you like me so. Catherine, thank you for the stars. So if we get a database, we get pictures of people them, but even without that safe, there are other things them I just show Salon Police one. The image search na Google where if them be put a particular picture with that gun, if it come up. Google for recognize them. And some of these people, if they do them properly, if they have a Facebook page, it they come up. But we not get system. Like how the population rely on social media. And so, Salon Police, all the man now rely on social media. Now I make most of the time, they see when something happen, then they go take all video. If you not be don't see that video, they trade. If you not be you don't see that video, they trade. You go feel say waiting. Oh, this happened. No. But again, what we need for make people learn? Una how they make video. Ou they big una. Yeah, where they make video. And so I see somebody they make video waiting. Now in name he call. He not call outside the thing happen. He not call the dates. For the best amateur video ever, we don't circulate on social media. Now where that helicopter be land na Kenema. That helicopter will land na Kenema. Now the best amateur video to me. Triple A, where somebody don't ever do. Even though, yes, the pronunciation there be the guy issue it. No. You know what he do? He tell we outside the helicopter land. He give you the time where he land. He give you the dates. I bet you, if that person there not be give dates, of when that helicopter they be land na Kenema. You for be there among them people who they argue say, this is a lie, this is a whole video, this is a tete video. Why make we no argue that video? Because the person who video he give we date, time, and place. He call himself your name. But you go just see somebody take with, hey, look at it happen. Hey, now una see no more now. Low see waiting, who say? Who stay happen? Young una know they talk. And I say we person they die, you they see people and they take phone. Una not able to help, they take phone and waiting. If you're able to render help first before you grip your phone. Save the person. Makale Kisha, thank you. But as you take your phone, where if you say you want for record, as you take your phone, tell we who say, who stem, And the dates. And the dates. So, for what they see, recycling video them, where something happen, they'll go take all video then kind of bang bam. And go take all video then kai bam. Say look at mo, hey, look what they got. No. But if everybody don't land that one day say, when something they go on, I first announce who side the date and the time. You never go take all video kaibam. Because they hear by the video. Say, hey, this na Wednesday. So and so date. So and so time. Na so and so place. A lot of time, they don't do video them. You don't even know who side. Some man go say, no, this not happen. Some man they look at, no, this place if you buy ya. No, this place if you buy ya. Also, but you know, say not too hard to talk. Tell we. Yeah, no strain we. No strain we. The wanted persons, pictures, don't come out. Mansa Musa says, Tripoli, we need to advocate to make the international community can help police with the globally accepted and required professionalism training. If not, we are doomed. Salon police go tell you, see? We then left Salon. Then go out on peacekeeping mission. Then they excel better one. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you know. Another one, like how Fariza say just like what and do to that female police officer we passed away. We then begin share saying I kill him. But who did though? Who did? Who did? Because now we safe back, we safe. And we safe they do am back. But not to share a network. Not to share a network. Ibrahim say anything say we need for start for offer tutorials for content creation so that creators then go publish credible content. I want to agree with you, sir. I want to agree with you. These are saying that the same people them go and share. They go and share. Even some of the pictures them. We then put PPP now people then take whatever they write the PPP by some people. People then not registered and sim them as alone. So they know who is who. Instead, Princess Edi. My mother will say the female officer natural causes. May his soul rest in peace. With all the other one they will die that day. I don't know if na prank Shalom police fall. And fall. Instead of just seen on social media. And now they do due diligence. For do proper vetting. Because when you declare somebody wanted, and you don't put money back in the head on top of the bargain, 3 million leons, you're able to make them arrest anyone. Makale say in brother being talk. That are the female officer, I guess. Masako is say by the time we in the done in cyber security study, all this go done. Not go happen again. I hope they give you the job. I hope they give you. Victor Duarte say even some good journalists then capable for do that too. Reports without dates, pictures without label, streets without names. Now not come up behind the picture there. And I never be me, these people here. You not gonna say they use that word they too much. Now we be say the people's IG they don't can reactivate the people. So now we supposed to talk people, eh? Hey, somebody, some man. So we're gonna use the somebody and the some man now. We're not gonna use the people again. Also, Salon police don't get the wanted list. They don't get the name them. But we need for as a country, imagine a country. Although for self, now office work, but this is a country. Now we so. Now we fall with self your answer. Eh? Okay. If now the case that one day, as then they claim, for say when they go internationally on peacekeeping, then they do better one day. Then the action in peacekeeping in Salon, well, not to mistake on professionalism, but rather premeditated. Okay, Mansa. This not to just Salon police, so the anti-corruption department make the same error with one brother way in the United States. Then label him wanted with his name and in picture. Moka, they say, we need for begin for sue them people there. My Musa say he missed the intro music, so now in the monara. Okay. But now this don't reach power. Nigerian brother and now they make fun of we. Alright. Let's bring in Alpha. Make we waiting a get for we today. Welcome on board Alpha Get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, and I want to say big good evening to all we listeners. Good morning, good afternoon, depending the hour we they listen we program. Triple A, I just get 3 major points for talk on, and I will just put them into this summary. The first one, I will talk about this photo or this list we come up from SLP, and again for help reduce some of the problem they will see so na Sierra Leone with SIM and whatever. I do one course now, university now, then call them social innovation. And they can give one way we were able to reduce this SIM card business because Sierra Leone, everybody can buy SIM card in the street, the user may do it one for the it away. And the last one, I would also talk about the crime where Sierra Leone police don't do because this is not a crime, whether you like it or not. I give the 3 crime the way they commit. So we people out there will learn from that. The very first thing I will say, the list or the pictures the world don't see, really, really unfortunate. Which make I say so because some people and they or some them photos then they will you see so true 90 or 100% of them is from social media. Yeah, and also not say when police go to nap and snap people them say well this well, they can't take the now the evidence them. So now waiting bloggers or waiting people long post to say that this they happen, no, now this, now that. And when you look some of them pictures, then they, if you verify and good, some of them not even that August 10 day it happened, not to him at all. Some of them now during that the time with the woman them they do the protest then thing and they so some pictures where you see so not to that same day they then collect all them pictures then they no way. Yeah, so don't like what they say the Sierra Leone police. Before you publish picture of something and you put money on top, first of all, you don't declare the person as a victim of the crime, the person not. In fact, you don't even wait till they call them. This first get a big problem. Now the person in life, in family, you don't declare the person as enemy, even an environment where the person penny self. Yeah. So before you publish somebody in picture, you should have a concrete evidence to the case where you try for allege over the person. So for me, they should have done more research before publishing pictures with them seen on social media. So man can put anything on social media. If you not get, the tools them for do a research, go deep for make you identify where them photos they need to come off from. Trust me, you will just, you will put money for nothing or energy for nothing. You know, able to get a result out of it. And now they see so AAA because some of them pictures there, if you follow them deeply, trust me, not to all may happen or not to all na that same the way happen. Some of them now because of some man gets, you get anything against somebody, say this, they can't put in picture on social media, or they can't this, or they can't that. And we get people that were capable of doing that. When something they happen, I could remember when, I don't know if now me the Middle East or whatever, where 1 3 or 4 story building collapse, where now me flooding may happen. Because of flooding happen in Sierra Leone, you see people they post that picture, they say, oh yes, this is happening now in Sierra Leone. And it's a lie. So if you don't have the tool, the techniques for deep through certain videos or pictures, you will just make baseless assumption or baseless findings them because you not go further for doing research. And for me, Sierra Leone police, we are expecting them to do more professional job other than this kind of thing for just post see picture, you take to the extent when they go take the body picture on a poster. It's sad, for like you do that day. And then they will lead me to this next point I want to talk on Tripoli, the crime where they commit. Now, 3 crime where I just they do some research on that. The first one, they call a violation of rights to public. That particular picture day where they put that musician from Nigeria, where they put so, they don't violate in family rights. So then they don't forget about that person themselves. Where you don't post and you don't declare wanted. It's psychologically they affect our family. They say, look, we pick we don't die almost here ago. Now they don't go put here and say they want them, it don't cause a crime in Sierra Leone. When I watch the news where para and they read mock news, imagine a mock news and they begin waiting and call. It's sad. Internationally then they laugh we now. Say, look, on our own police, professional police, force for good, on they put the man, on not verify them, on they put them in a picture, say he wanted. So that's not the first crime where if they take them up, then they take them against the police. The second crime na defamation. Of course, when they don't put them pictures, then they not verify them people and they say them people they really commit crime. You don't defamate their character. That guy was a musician. You don't go put and say na wanted list he did. Na Sierra Leone, you don't go cause atrocity, you don't go this, you don't that. At the end of the day, you don't defamate in character and family character self. Yeah, so certain time before you they make statement, before you they come on social media on a public, ensure you do thorough research. The last one I will talk on, of course, this man I'm a musician. In your own life, where you live in Nigeria, we make it become popular rapper in Nigeria and music. Yeah, but sister, we don't go put an hour. Now wanted list as a whole country or as a police force where they protect lives and property in our own country. You don't put an as wanted in your own country. You don't make the you don't really make you don't invade in their family privacy. Yeah. What if they get things they don't forget about? Now you don't ace this thing up. It could create a whole chaos again. Now their family. So before a whole institution for that matter they post a picture, you should have done thorough research. Like what you need to make mention, there are a lot of tools. If they don't know, let them ask people. This time I can say, not to one man makes sense. You can ask people where get idea. Do this them picture there? What do you think? Do you think we can go further to verify them? Yes. You can go further for verify them picture there. Like what you say, you go Google search, image search, you're able to detect pictures. There are a lot of tools then the way you go use for able to identify picture. Even videos, they are where they verify or identify videos from any source where they come up from. Most of us just take time, you post them. Now that make me personally Tripoli, I hardly forward or post like when people like send something I mean WhatsApp, I hardly forward them because I not get verification. Also, I come out, I don't know what it for. So when say I see them, if you not be careful, I don't delete on my phone because they occupy space. Any video I don't know the source, I not get clear information for or picture, I not forward them. And that's what our police force will get. Not because bloggers them upload pictures, then some events where them upload, so it not ever happen. And I say, if you're not careful, follow them pictures and then you will see them. And the last thing I will say, Tripoli, now this SIM registration. I think we network them now Sierra Leone don't do for let them not improve. Yeah, like I say, wait till we study now and they make we say they think and we talk critically. They don't do now when you buy SIM now Sierra Leone, therefore set them. The first thing, if you're able to get name, address, age, phone number, photo, all. So before the SIM they activate, you don't need post itself for let's say, well, also you do wait. No, when you click Naya Triple, as you put the person in phone number, they identify the person. Why can't we do the same na Sierra Leone? Why can't we continue for think developmentally wise na Sierra Leone? But most time when people talk, you get whether they can't cast you, whether they can't blame you, whether they can't fix you, say you na SLPP, you na APC, you can't for defend government. We talk about development. That make me like this platform. We verify everything what they come out with. Because then kind here it don't do make with police force, it don't do like we internet or we mobile company therefore don't reach this peak. Well, for when government announce say let everybody register and SIM. 30 days they're not able to do that in the Sierra Leone. 30 days. But it's simple for let the network then do and block every SIM will not register. Before they come on, you don't make it register and put the necessary information. Why they not they do them? Because they want people that they do bad. Someone they don't go buy SIM. A course who that want for course, he do all kinds of things. He pull the SIM it go here. But that SIM they do, because she don't register, they able to trace the person will do anything with a phone. That's the same thing when they do now. They just take phone, you call or whatever. When you call direct or do, they're able to track you. But why can't we think how for grown as Sierra Leone? Anytime now, Lord have mercy. Anyway, that was all and they like contribute me emotion. Thank you very much, Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Now come with us friend. Larry, waiting in get for we today. Yes, us friend, welcome on board, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tripoli, for giving me the platform. And thanks to our listeners and viewers them. Regarding this update of the people wanted, in other words, the police release of those who are wanted, who they see they need them, follow them, go question them. We just say now a way within the try for now iron out and see which in a way will not decide. But always when a case they happen, you always they look for waiting at the evidence, who source will you get the evidence, and how you go able to come out for let you go able to get the evidence, and people will understand and get the message. But they don't give out the list and no saying that people that when they say they wanted to then go interview them and try for interrogate them or try for question them. But because we don't know, say one, when evidence and defendants alone, it actually can very difficult now we able to get them the way it would be. In other words, when you talk about the truth or actual evidence, where you say that something where you go able for actually get hold of, like say something with a camera or something with any other form of recording where you be able to follow. But in other words, the source of information we get in Salon is different with some other areas. But here we get actually a little bit of progress, a little bit where they don't do that the cyberspace we can call. But say they can able to do check on cyber and then they don't know how far forensic they go. Then you get again the message that will then become that the actual media itself, on the social media space. And while this they go on again, at the same time, some of them they overuse them and they misuse them. So now the police they don't kind of after this incident don't happen, and those who don't declare say they wanted or the one then where they assume say now they be any things there based on waiting the comments they wouldn't they give as leaders them and the one they would in charge for them able for say iron out to the bottom of the issue. But because of waiting, you see the level of one, the citizen their own level, I want for see explain a little bit the level of the citizens, how then can inside for let them tell what happen. Then the level of the police they own work, how they own work, if it reflects on waiting they expect at the end of the findings for there it will be. But we don't see all this they occur. So government now then get the final saying at the end after all the reports. So these are the other points now again. But being is a national issue and it's a national security issue. And you look at a kind of whose review we were able to look into real security. In other words, we look at kind of a functional review of the national security. We look at the architecture which make up the security. We look at waiting, like I say, people embarking action. So you see all this waiting they behind the threats. So when you look at this forensics now, for then you go able to get out the information we want, so you will go at the bottom as those who they in charge of security. Then they you get ONS, you get other bodies, but because them other bodies they don't fail, in between forget the message for then you go stop. But now police they come inside for them will come say, well, oh, see what thing been go wrong. So now you will see most of the people and when they see the display, you see people and they give comments, say, not to this person being there, or this person, being there. And some of them go see a screenshot, some of them go see some people the way they don't get from the cyberspace where they call it cyberspace by then. But the moment when they call it cyberspace, it actually at the time not to cyberspace. But because of the people and then they use social media, they so create a way where they say they actually cause something where they result to thing we not will find for the country. So that space they it don't become a cyberspace. So, but the government is as the architecture issue, now the main thing, the architecture system, how we go able to get information at the country, for them we able to find out the bottom of it, what we don't they develop actually small. And this now a national issue, a sensitive issue. And this now an issue where it say it reflects straight on the security of we own country, the neighbors them, and even for the visitors them. So you see how this difficult challenge, it will be very difficult now we're able to get something where somebody will say, in other words, a perfect investigation is not here. I'm crying out the idea of the investigation or the method and the go time, but because of the architectural system we get and I develop with it and develop them, and they're able to try get the other method, then we check location, then we check where the message originates, then go look at how that message they relate to the timing of the event. So all the sequence, then they say now things them where some of them in the journey of that investigation they were able to forget, but towards the end of them, where the information get for the deeply forensic that they the missing link get for day. But it all comes down to challenges and the public, how they will behave, and then those who are then the group or like say the one the way they related to or a company or like you say we join hands for all work together with that particular sector of the police, the one they already get for call involved. I only hope say they will use method where it will be evidence based so that tomorrow people and back will revisit that style they use and then will able to forget them. Rather than you try to forget the message and the procedure where you follow, not to fast track or you hurry up, but a method where you say, actually the pattern where you go with some areas them, you fill them with assumption. In other words, you say, well, I feel this person because of this will get for be so. Or because if you don't talk this, well, no way to now that it go don't be. So you can't be say some people might just be innocent. Some people then go don't either voice out thing out of it, just say because of anger. And then some people then they say I'm winning an actual real thing. So, but are you able to see that somebody not a victim of a situation? You go just don't say careless talk unnecessarily, the thing don't go happen. Well, so they can okay, even get that saying the way they see possible she talk something about EDB. So that not means that because they talk something like that, we can't coincide. They will say, oh, you see, we don't talk actually. So you see the line of forensics and the line of the timeline. But because of we get for look at the professionalism of those who get for look at this thing, and government then you method will then get for apply. We then will get independent body who will able to look into that one day. But that side it will be like a recommendation who want to recommend towards the end. But what I like for all talk about here is the method with the investigation with it, we will so-called police and get for bring up. Now that one day I try for season and then waiting Interpol get for do towards certain areas then. But you see saying back, it is like the cowboy where they try for fight. It's like it's like because if you get the cowboy, like people in Texas, when they chase the cow them, when the cow don't run from the area where you need them, and the horse where in the use, it chase the cow. Back don't go. So now you get the point for use and chase this horse so you go able for go for the cow. But because of chasing that horse, you see in film when they take out rope and they fend that rope and they round and so when the horse they run, they have for chase them. So this is exactly how the cyberspace day when that cowboy they try for chase that horse they put in the chaser with rope. It's all depend now to tricks. Now, so cyberspace is there. Now, very difficult space or any social media space where they do something, I investigate them. Now, that one day at the deliberator more, I for point say that they government get for try look. The areas are already challenge there, and the police and where they can decide waiting at the young challenge or waiting, then don't experience before they come to this point here of that decision. And then the civilians therefore be able to appreciate say now we not to dead end we don't reach, but we can't reach a point where we reach a point where we make decision because you cannot then go say well the point where I go say like point where I did learn a lesson, you know, I was at the walk right. You see, the right I walk right, so I will able to get evidence for match with waiting I want and match with waiting international body observers and want and waiting will please the citizen and waiting will bring long lasting effects. It's not the subject of finding out whether they are the victims and whether the right thing will commit the issue or commit the crimes and to be specific or alleged see now they want them when they do this, but at the point for say this statement that we talk about with the release in relation to waiting Nigerian architectural capacity and waiting that we expected and we're able to try to do at the limit, and then the method where the maybe say now one where now actual forensics where we're able to bring up where they not go use as public based only or opinion based, but are based on sequence we go able for lead to real evidence. But it's all about would have been talk, would have been daily, or would have be don't do waiting you do prior to this, where they assume say na in reach for escalate this. So it's actually a system where it's very good because then we're able for go get whether they need for get on one side, but the area of the list with the time of the event, where the speed of the tent, where you see how the event happen, you will see say, well, with the contract, the one the way they don't talk say we don't sabi, when we don't talk in the space, when they call specific name, then you go question again the architecture of waiting that we don't do with that information there. If them being capacitated for them able arrest or stop that protest day, or then being trust say we have the security, we will stop them in that instant way so that we allow them, not intentionally say we allow them process be, because that's what everybody can ask them. Well, waiting una be don't do. Una been don't know about the threat, or una been taken serious. All that area then they go around the questions them. That might the area of the security force of the government and the security. Who step away for don't take for them to counter that information where don't they come. You see, if you get as a critic, you get other areas in back where they still question the government and one they will set up the task force and other areas. So, but because of the time span of that information they wouldn't be don't get, so you go see say the information just come out immediately. So you not been waste more time because it was something wouldn't be don't get a kind of say na perception, so we see and say it be. But when the government been the people who are citizens and be expecting, well, why you not been do this? Or the outside bodies or other organizations, why you not been do this? Why you not been do this? So you go compare the two, say, yes, they were very smart because they had the issue, the issue of those who are causing it at hand. So you see, they're able for arrest them quick. But you ask again, if they can get all the information at hand, because it's quick for it. But even if you go see, yes, there was information coming here and there, here and there. But you look at the threats of how they deal with them, and then you look at again the event of when they come out with the press release of the things they are. So you go see, say, well, they were able to secure, say, when they deal with this thing with Mark P or whatever strategy. So that will put a stop. Then others will say, well, why not be stop and let this one not be if we don't get all the names there, because it is quick on a pull and come. So now they the critic system they give. But at the end of the day, we expect say that result we will get for help people them. A result we get for bring out help for let people and go able for understand and accept the crime they don't do. We try to say that you be not inside this, we're not genuine. And then make it be an area where the next time they will learn how to do analyzing that threat. You're able to analyze, you distinguish between the threats, and then you go able to get that shift. In other words, what you do, you shift the confidence of the people from where they've been getting police or the brutal or police and this. Now you try to shift the confidence from the area where they get the idea, saying, so thinking always be, then you go assure them because of them will see the procedure will not go is genuine and transparent. Then they show the amount of people who are wounded, so that crime they will be, then will even they locate, say this person here is described and as well and so, but now because of this, I'm not really read in detail of all what they do, that's so you go align them, and then you go even help the person say, oh yeah, this is so person like this area. That be passed. That's so it been doing. So you create the awareness for people that know see. That's so they look for find that information. Next time they can go join in. But it all comes down to the point where I've been saying again, that national security, the infrastructure, the architecture of who will get in terms of what will they get evidence with and who that they will get evidence from and how will they deal with evidence when they get them, especially when it comes to national security issue. It's nothing wrong as I go again over say let people not be investigated, and it's nothing right for let people and grab for them would they go cause mayhem and cause problem will make people in life they lost. But again, it is real for let government go get for step up sometimes how them go able for the analyze threats and deal with them so that to go able for get a peaceful place. But I hope say the government go able for bring to be clear of events then will happen clearly as then they go, so that we're able to get confidence in the process, so that we rather than get for help, for give them information, then we're able to give them the information they need as time they go. But only hope say this is another challenge. We then go able for look how the infrastructure, the architecture system in terms of the area they are going to be. Thank you very much. Let God help the nation and help the leaders. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
You're welcome, yes, sir.
Yes, caller, who would they talk to, please?
Yeah, good evening, Mina for Sun City that call from US, sir.
Yes, concerned citizen, you get 3 minutes.
Thank you. Concerning this police, them conversation with the also, you know, if we reflect back, what you go through in our country, are due to this bad police they will get and the injustice that judiciary. You know, the TRC recommendation say that they to be, but bullet just ignore 'em. It's unfortunate. Then police are they do it, they do it. They don't help the situation at all. For Sabilium. You know, the intellectual they say, oh, get now, go for the help now, for the make sure say the institute are the straight vulnerable. And recently back the EU come, they remind me, they tell you about this institute have the police. They're so dishonest. You know? Tell about the police and the judiciary, tell about all the institute there, and they say they are not trustworthy no more. Not to trust them. Look, this incident will happen. The two police are the lost in life. Then go count 5 who don't die some disease, some they don't die before something else. Then go make them count the whole picture and post them. This all they make people lost trust in them. You know the ramification of them things here, they don't know. Then if you say then that term that all term that without cake them today. You can imagine. They say we don't go down there for peacekeeping and they do well. Not we see about we get them photo the way they go. We see that they get they go make my man that is business and send them below and they all on this circulate like salute for this. I don't know. So they but thief they or some man they go thief all the copy one day. They connect and they all. You can imagine. They say we don't go outside and they do well. Yeah, I remember one day, one big man and one big woman. Go over there and go to peacekeeping there. Then go make send them they nickel picture of my man that the business in the part. And then go to how they do this. You can imagine. We need for do something. This thing not a joke. Look what happen. So look them picture where they can post saying I wanted people there. Oh, they not make no due diligence, you know. Salon no the police knows not well equipped. They're not sophisticated. You know, police can public then can see that look this not defamation of character. Look at this people there today. Innocent people there. Oh my God, this is crazy, man. We need for do something. We really need for do something. I'm going to that day. I'm afraid. Then police are in the help the situation at all. Anyway, sir. Thank you, boss.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, caller, what would you talk to, please?
This is Ibrahim Kusei from California.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much, AAA, and all the panelists there, and everybody will contribute to this program. You know, this actually now what a blunder by the Sierra Leone police. When you did the encounter here, I know the Sierra Leone police get a cyber unit, and they expect say therefore get some skill. You know, we compatible to modern standards, you know, in terms of technology. You know, that's a basic thing where you want to identify an image. Now, you can even use Google Glass and the rest of it. I mean, a lot of them, you know. So, but for just take pictures and cut and paste and publish them out there, and without due verification, you know, that it gets some some violations that you actually get for, answer at some point. But, we're not Sierra Leone, but we're another kind of country, also the western part. We'll do that because, it's not the ramification, you see. Now, that's we police, you see. When now this speaking talk say, when something happen, this theory happen at Freetown, not Sierra Leone, so, again for make for we sit back, and get a thoughtful kind of approach. We're not gonna just grab one thing because something happened and then we take the first thing we will think about. We always get it wrong, This need a moment of deep reflection. We take the time, we'll be conscientious in the way they ascribe blame to people. Like what happened, first of all, I mean the idea for blame, as something happen, we blame one side. Something happen, we blame one side. That is inflammatory. It is even incite. And see, they talk about incitement. That's not the other effect of inciting a situation like this. When something happen, I believe saying that gets people and we understand conflict management, conflict resolution, conflict prevention, and early warning and signs the way they show say a situation, is volatile. You don't become combustible, to the point where we get for take a very careful approach, in trying for mitigate, the consequences of the circumstance. I mean, anything we get for happen, the aftermath of this kind here. You see. But I think say we're not be pay attention to then discontent here by the other constituencies where we neglect over time. And the youth, for example, we only use them when we need them. And after, the election, what happened? We begin to give them names, ghetto boys, miscreants, and all the kinds of that's not the helper situation. That is very bad for any country. And for rush, like I say, for rush and do things, it really bad. So made a call on the stakeholders, them, especially Sierra Leone police, for exercise some due diligence. When any investigation can tear so let them take their time and let them get the experts them, in that area, we will able to help them for publish something verifiable and we know bring this content. Now my own contribution that thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, Mohammed, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much, Tripoli. I think tell everybody thank you for listening. The first question we may want to ask was when LAJB then be say it cost somebody, how much na the money we them we put for say that they look for me wanted? Was it about 5 million?
Yeah, 5
I was
million.
5 million. So imagine somebody they cost somebody then put 5 million and the person we then charge then they accused of treason and then a murderer and everything. It's a 3 million. Do we take this thing very serious or it's just political? And then it come back to the point for the police for me to make this blunder. If you then are a country where there is law, where people and the judge not without sentiment, anybody will then bring na the court of law based on them charges there. With this blunder, with the police and blunder, so they will throw that case out of court. Any judge could do that, but in this case, it not go be because everything is political in the country. This is a big mistake. This is not a mistake for we all, and this go tell you say so many people and they don't put case them pa. Now that will country they based on them kind thing there. This they tell we say even that guy where they kill Namakini where they say it be get go now crossfire and then kill him. Will you really believe that? It don't put a hole into the whole thing. We all day against this protest. Anybody will support this protest, I don't know what they think. Because now we all and the things them the success we don't happen in the country. Whatever way where them politicians there they use people them. Believe you me, if I don't better follow we did that we did that people and go begin the riot and kill each other, which is wrong. The last question we I want to ask, why always where we get a riot in our country, police are using live bullet? Why it don't happen so many times? Every time there is a riot, they hear it and say the bullet every time is a live bullet. Why do we really have to go through that part? And all the times the way it happen is the same thing. They not the even land. Eh? They not get any other type of bullet them way they go able to dispatch people and for me and just threaten them with the gunfire or something. Except they have to use live bullet. Why really we always use a live bullet? Why? Now the question this way me they ask, I not get much for say, and I always tell you plenty thank you. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mohammed. Yes, caller, who would you talk to, please?
Yeah, this is Namore Musa. I call from Maryland.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to talk a little bit about the police then. They live in a modern world now. People can like for say, oh, no compare overseas to Africa. And you get one of your panelists where always can talk about how police them for grow up. I can always support them. And these people, it's not like their training just limited in a salon. They travel overseas in all countries. In fact, then they benefit a lot from different countries. Then they get sponsorship for go in China, then America, then UK, all them areas and and for say let the police then go up. You don't mean say they need for take all the police then. Even this America all day. You don't mean say that they all they go through specialist training them, apart from that basic training where then they go. But the one the way they go then specialist trainings and they una come, una need for able for sit down and strategize and see how una they pass the message to the junior one then where they done. The police get legal, then get a whole lot. You take people then pictures. You not even put drone up where the protest or whatever be the happen. You not put drone up where take pictures them of certain people. A lot of people then at that side, like how somebody say, not to have all man be there for that program. Me na living example now. Me around then I have some person puts me picture and salon say I don't die. Where about people and die. Now person call me, end of for time, he say, wait till then say you don't die. I go see the picture on social media. I had to repost that again for let people know say me not die, me are there alive. So people quick and then thing they're waiting on social media, these now hating pictures them where people them put. Would they talk about two colors then I also? The one color favor the thing, the other color not favor. So the one the way they post them pictures there, and the one they waiting at the other colors there. Me not they call the colors the name, but we all know. So you police, you not get that common sense for say, hey, them pictures there I will need for make sure say then clear or we investigate them people there before you. Yeah, anybody where you don't declare wanted, you don't cause a whole lot na that person there in life, and you don't make that person not even safe in community. And me and you know the kind country we will get. Even when them people and they show up, anybody show up here and you don't go down for life. It's either if you're fortunate, you go prison. If you're not fortunate, you die. They're not get no other way than they investigate. In fact, them all the entire bunch of people go put them in a counter and pass judgment over there. They're not to go one by one for even try them people there. So imagine you don't go put person where you don't even know side day or something. Then they're not even conscious of putting the gun. You're not even doing on social media. You don't take pictures somewhere. Somebody just go grip them. You're not gonna forget voice for talk. You're not gonna forever able for defending them. The police need for buckle up. They need for go up. The legal team need for tell them say when you pick up something, you got to make sure this overthrow they wouldn't get all kinds of things for detect something. Then they see criminal, they don't say probably this one gets them. But if you do not get everything against you, evidence against you, they don't even go arrest you. Sir. They want to make sure say they get evidence, sufficient evidence for let them even declare you warrant of arrest for count you. But Saloon police go post people wanted, they not even vet them. It's very disheartening and very disappointed. To me, everything within they say now, we're not going to cost absolutely anything. Because for let go take somebody we not even doing a salon, we don't die 12 years ago. You go post them, then they show we say everything we want to do, now false, now just hating, and because we want rush for it. And this thing wouldn't kill left for rush for post something. Would they see even other civilized countries then wouldn't get something like where riots happen, the police chief or the big man go can say, okay, we don't see what's in there happen, we're sorry, but we will make sure say we investigate this. Investigation not to one day. This thing just happened the 10. Then the 11, 12, 13, things that don't begin coming out, they don't begin posting then. Like it really did not happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, what would we talk to?
Me a concerned citizen to live in Dubai.
You get 3 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Triple A, for this kind initiative we bring calm for me help we all. This thing we don't blow up right now, so we don't some big problem now we country. Now the leaders of yesterday and today. And if we not try for tackle them for now, it will bring problem in the future. Number one, the thing started from the war. At the end, they mean I be young guy. When the DDR program come, the young Kaba make a smart program for disarm who border them from the war. And then put them in various institutions. Going the institution may be done to Jijangaba in own time. 6 months then dislocate the youth them out. Now the thing start. Like how? Somebody they go learn work for 6 months. You think say that person they go know that work there? No. The institutions that which young Kababi don't make, now they them for don't put strategy in point all youth man, would them be don't put, would them be don't fetch war, would them be deep land this work their way young Kababi bring camp. Now from them, now they them for the take for employed na the country. The first mistake that they young Kabadu, Secondly, council we past president when are Ernest by Kuruma, Honorable can and take up that responsibility there again. The thing died on. Thirdly, council we president when are recent president when are break there. Him be know the situation, but he no calm and take up this responsibility. Like we in Kai for don draw all the institutions dem dey. When you say work no dey for youth man, then I wait the another side where dem dey land work. All man wan go office worker and who say he don do dey like today. Wey person come back na college e no get work. Papa, e go dey na social media and wetin dey na social media you know you go get him 1,000, e go dey do am and e dey mislead boku people dem. And this thing wey happen na something wey dem don 1 or 2 months for the demonstration, but we president just look we e just look say this thing no look consider. From that time day now, I think na him raise up them thing that we neglect, we dey neglect everything. For more neglect, we brothers they will come on out the bush, we then turn them to DDR people with the land work, then neglect them, and so they neglect everything what they happen right now. Now that is my main concern what I get for me people them na Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kola.
Yeah.
Yes, Ezekiel, 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. I just want for definitely one with people them, especially the one leadership. This year, what we take them slow. If we rush everything, all the effort we wanna they try for do, you know, it will really be modern. Because if we rush everything, you know, there's so many videos of people away in a see way then they do some things there. No need for speed up anything for end up for implicate people and way they're innocent. You know, are very disappointed to a lot of some of the leadership now the opposition because then they create a lot of ups and downs and they even the narration of taking blames on a lot of things or throwing blames on supporters. You know, are very disappointed because the whole thing it starts from the top. You know, when the leaderships then they take responsibility for some of the things that way people and they go through. From all the informations the way then they gather, I still not see any police officers being pointed out about shooting either at the crowd because the people away then die by other civilians away then go protest, now then stone them, kill them. We don't know. At least the pictures we see some people I see 2 people and they shoot them and then somebody we holding got in their hand and the people and they help them for puts back and tie them around. You know how that happened. You know, if we not just they point out other people and there's no self accountability, you know, it creates more doubts and more issues. You know, some people and don't die. You know, during that time where una puts a curfew, we not get no information on that. Then thing and it cause a little bit of angst and confusion. You know, if we not sit on back and calm ourselves down and begin for take things and step by step, hold ourselves accountable areas that we need for hold ourselves accountable and try for fix things and we rush everything, you know. You know, get for solve the problem where we all they fight for is solve. You know, if we hold people unjustly and lock them up, you know, it will create more problems. So remember, you must shake hand with for the Sanko for the peace scan. So we want to see the top level and begin do something. You know, holding people accountable, that not mean say, you know, everybody for be characterized as an enemy. You know, una they at the top. Again, we, you know, they always look at this way. Like una they na job, somebody get the position. You know, in unnecessary for let that person every day they tell people and say, I'm the manager here. something is wrong. If you always the tout, say you not the manager, now a place where they don't promote you, something is wrong. Because the one the way they promote you in front of them, they know say you not the manager. Act like it. You no need for tell we they see you. You are the manager, of course we know. If you act like it, you no need for pumper now we is every day. I'm the manager. So law we judge we self critically, we not the top. As we as the leaders, we will be don't get the authority, which we will be don't do for bring the country together. You know, it's so interesting. Are they, are they listen to them and watch them? The responsibility is pushed all over the place. Nobody know they take the responsibility for say, I am the leader now for take the leadership and take responsibility. So Lord, we take them slowly and make sure we not cause more harm in the process of uh, securing justice. Thank you so much,
All
Triple.
right, thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Mike from Philadelphia. I just want to ask the police them. All the small picky they wanna also. Who's gonna go put there? But they road na go put there or na get juvenile place. Who's gonna put picking there? Because me feel say if una arrest small picking there, una not get no side for put there. Una for release them. Una for release them. Immediately una for release them. Because una not go put them picking in Pademba Road. Now a maximum prison like that day. No, not for do that one day. Now for release them picking it on a hole immediately. And another thing is, what they say then they investigate. What did they investigate for? What did Salon Police they investigate for? Now that mean one know. What did they investigate for? Because people are from the north protest, I mean they investigate. But people are from the south and the east they protest, they know they do investigation. People that go broke police station na Kailao, so they not do no investigation. But anytime where people in the north protest and they kill the people and they invest all type of thing to the people there. You not fear at all, man. You not fear the way they treat the people there. When I left the NTR, if we not left people from the north, now the same people from the north that they vote for now. When I left for the now me treat the people like so. You not fear. When they kill the people and secretly and when they act like say on one piece. What's kind of peace when they look for when they kill the people? Whose peace this? The protest be done, but when they still kill people up till now. When I left the NTR, when they pretend to the international community, or when they do bad at the country, the people in protest for the livelihood, for the way that they treat them, when they kill the people back. When I know why they treat the people, not when I promise the people and say when they bring can change. But if the people are not see when they bring can change, the people in the protest, they want to come back when I can kill again. Now wait till the dictator will get an salon. Now vote the people and vote for you, not a dictatorship this. If no one listen to the people because the people in the cry of what you promise them, you not give them, man, no fear. But the one I do so, we not power not to forever. Power go change. And I feel sorry for now. I mean, contribution on the AAA. I really
All
get
right.
pissed off with the whole thing.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes, caller. Who do we talk to?
Yes, sir. Hello, my Uncle Jebest. Call me Uncle Sammy from Dallas, Texas.
Yes, Uncle Sammy. You get 3 minutes.
Yes, sir. Let God bless with you when I do AAA. I dey always dey follow una go, but today get me the opportunity for like get directly to una. Let God bless the job when I do so. It's not something that we say we dey pay una na God get for pay una always una dey try for do for bring light na Sierra Leone. And the first things that they try for jump on is like what happened on the riots back home. You see, the things that's happened, I know, yes, nobody they condone the type of things that they will say they go into demonstration. But you guys, when you go into demonstration, you should know what they do. You for know at least the placard and everything. Look what you and do na Kenya. Look what you and do. Then you do demonstration. Nothing, not they be into a riots like that. But guess what? I want to talk to the Sierra Leoneans. We they blame Musa, but we get for blame the institution of the police. The institution of the police, what are they based on that is that When they say a training school, when they go take these boys there from outside, can bring and come for can train at that place. Then they get the better things to go out to feed the public and satisfy waiting to go save life and property. Then go people put people in a bush, they don't know waiting that they do. Whether they categorize a black boy, they don't know how they read, not just the communication. If the police goes change in the type of strategy, so we not go pull the people from upline or from this, from that, for can train them for become a police. Una get a certain way, if una train the patimini, una train the pamindi, una train them for how for attack and how for do things to be to get the public in together and get waiting they go for. If not life and property they go for, waiting you get for say yes, abide with this my law. But most of that police they are when they go, they don't know nothing. So man then go take them in a bush. If you put them there say no, let you go suicide. Waiting they think of now for shoot gun and fire gun. Most of the OSD or SSD I will call them right now OSD. Guess what? Ask before you go into red training, you get to get your O level, you get to know the real things before you go. The institution is like where to go FTC, Freetown Teachers College. It's the same thing as the police teachers college. Go there, let them know your qualification before they go hand over weapons to you. Because they know go hand over weapon to you, you don't know how to use it, and you don't know when and how to use it. The problem they create from the IG and from the institution of the police. The police then get forget a well way then get for put these guys them together and show say yes. Do you well train? Not to forgo match, I pass out. I be a police officer. And they create a big problem in a salon. So for they blame the police, them yes, we get to blame the police, but we get for blame we self. If I go into a demonstration, I go, we blame we self. You understand? Because we blame we self, peaceful demonstration, let us go peacefully. Nothing will go stop we where they go. But if the police them say they want for do anything, we get media around. Una back up. Nobody throw stone. Nobody do nothing. Una back up. Una go, una settle back together. As long as una not throw stone, una not be nothing. Then go scatter the crowd. Una go fence back. Una gather. But no thing for go take gun, take stuff. I don't know. Because we are in America that will be here, we get police that already put false allegations to person. Then go and pull you over. Then go put drugs inside your car if you not be smart. Then go shoot you. Then go put guns say you be in the side. So the people that already see them go kill like that way, other whole brother go lost in life. In Vatican something when we go lost in life, we don't know. People that say them catch gun or whatever, but there's no camera in Sierra Leone. So how you go defend yourself? So people get to get sense. We get to grow up in Sierra Leone. We protest peacefully. Thank you very much. So now I get to say, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you
Very much, Triple. Yes, thank you very much, Triple. This is Ahmed, the call from UK. Yeah, I want to agree with all the speakers then, Mike and especially Mr. Ezekiel. I make a very good point sometimes. As anytime you can make a contribution, a very good contribution. So thanks to these guys. People, Moku take a look at the police force. If anybody for land in that country about how to diffuse tension, so that we're not going to curse now the police force. Some of we young when the war day, and we know how people that will be in the army, partially and the police, we see how what they suffer from. But like the other speakers, they say, what we take all this and put them into politics, it don't bring problem. Look at the fixed things with the police and they do. You know, we get good police then. I go college graduate with some guys and we go to the police, and these are high-ranking guys in today. These are young guys. But when we take politics, we put her inside there, everything don't go wrong today. There is no justice. No justice. This protest is start up peacefully. Me, I watch and live up to that Congo attack when the first guy, the way is the way fire, where they where die. And all the other police guys who then bring kind to the scenes then die. No, these are natural death before we die even the protest. Okay, the protest happened. It's a peaceful protest. You see people with black card, they write. These are people who see that the video live. But today they declare they wanted for what? Because they protest. No, there's the law.
If you not take arms and not take stone, they not stone anybody, they all placard. We will declare they wanted to put their life there at risk. Police they put press release, taking pictures from everywhere without verification. This is wrong. Triple A. I can imagine the other day when you talk about one of your reports or whatever, who they work on your channel, who they arrested till the 11th of the day. Where are these guys? Look at LJ. For which crime would they commit? The police and they go beyond certain things away. Good at all. This don't put them into a bad thing. So this whole thing, then they politicize and too much. Look at this guy Samson. Would that go down crossfire? Who said they kill us so? This not just something where after the protest, how many people then died at the protest if we recall? But look at after the protest, during the coffee, what happened? People in the go now, people in the shoot them, they see live bullets then. They see people in pool of blood and they lie down. So imagine now there come the president again, can't talk of terrorism with the hit hard, as if you are running a military government. And look at the other guys, the information minister and Fasai Bangura, go on the television, the president, what the vice not say, he say with the suits. So you don't inflame things. The president come back for cool down tension. He can't say things away. He just can't make people and just the forces then get away for even take gun and shoot people more and more. So this not happen. So I don't see so much politics don't go into the thing, throwing blame on the opposition and other people. Them picking them small picking them come them pay for them. Who pay for them? If you look at the riots, you see like a young boys, young picking them, and they jump on the streets because of we only see what they happen. Some of who get family, we see the cost of living, we see really what they happen. But who pay for them? And in that return, the blame to people. We get for be careful, like what Mr. Ezekiel say before you throw blame on people. Verify the perpetrators. We all everywhere agree. Bring them into justice. Those you think, but not somebody old black and not throw stone. We know old blow. He go say make go prison for what? Because he protests. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Until and unless we come away, we shy away from these things, from these policies. The police have become neutral and do their work diligently. Believe in me, the country goes straight. But apart from that, if they want to work for government, for say what the president say, all the other sectors them, then just they propagate things, it go anger people more and more. So that will lead me into another bad light where we all know what. We all know what, because at the same work we do so now for propagate information, right information, you bring in people, they sleep, they rest for more who all share the ideas, So, but we go for work with the idea with faith, with good thoughts for the country, But these people, they will get at the institutions, now then get the problem, now then they politicize things, police they take side. So now this are the thing, the police are the problems, my brother. You talk about the police who die, you talk about the civilians. They are not human beings, they are human beings and they have right to protest. But we should give them the rights as well. They will know how to treat them. We could not criminalize everybody. Now that's a mistake. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, Kola. Yeah. Yes, man, you get 3 minutes.
Yes, brother, how you do?
Right.
I want to tell you first, thank you so much for your advice. I remember that day when this team begin start now. Now you won. You say we all know outside this thing will end, but I know what makes Australians then. We can always know setting a danger. This too much right. Yes, within a democracy, and this, and that. At the end of the day, people then don't die now. Only they can make analysis, but at the end of the day, who die and in suffering people there. And secondly, back again, we had to go to the police then. Sincerely speaking, I not get a single family member on a police, but the way back when we hate police in Sierra Leone, it really sad. Everything that they blame police then, and they are not just the worst people in Israel. We all corrupt in that country. We all get bad treatment. Their jobs are very important, but people and so look how they kill policeman. The way they kill that policeman, the 3 days now people are unable for sleep. I feel so ashamed of myself to be Israelian. How can we be so barbaric? And from when this thing they happen, and the people say nobody is showing sympathy to the police. It's like even the journalists then are starting the way they present the police and they make people and they hate them. You can see the type of hate, and we need them. And they see people in that free on their time so they can get played. They say, "Oh, we want a police post here." Okay, if we can't talk for Selena, we not be police. Let we all be no more equal. Go right. Even in America, so anybody when they implement law, you are not loved. Even the teachers they corrupt, Almighty protect them. How can you kill a police like that? They still blame the police then? If we all been talking the way we triple you talk that day, where you been the advice say this thing has anybody advice una not come on and not come off, una come on, we all know how the thing will end. We know how it will end. Even in America, we have police brutality. And now people and don't die now, this blame game, this, that. Those police, they are not even protected. They're not even getting mutoka. Their life solely at risk. Then they always beat them. It's so embarrassing. Nobody even go put flower for the police then. So God, I salute the police then. If me I been get fumble and salute a policeman, go tell and make you resign. There is no empathy for the police in that country. Thank you so much. Let God bless. Now make you and Tony and this man London, Usman Tolly. Now when I three no more, now when I three make they watch this show here. Even some of you new contribute to some of them. They are so partisan. One thing with you they criticize, but you are very patriotic. You love your country. This all the democracy, democracy. It don't work in Africa. All Africa brutal. Even this Nigeria one of the praise. Nigeria was past Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone to the worst African country. Why you are here inciting people go demonstrate? I don't want to hungry day from mommy small from Pashekin say when the two line for rest. Pashekin say look where you know speak. It say like two line. Not to say they hungry can say we don't want work, we don't want go na farm. But all say that way you don't go kill people now, or you don't take white people, they not go to market and go sell. Now you go make them go gentry now. Now even Abacha street, I don't want to say Tranga now they don't go drive on Apache street. Any country where you they live according to your country, not go for Makata, America, not to America you there. Thank you so much, Tripoli.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, what are we talk to, sir?
Yeah, when I talk with John Kera.
John Keita, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes.
What you want to contribute?
Well, I just want for talk about what happened in my country, Sierra Leone. Go down well with we here at all. We feel some of we don't invest in that too much because we like our country too much. So like what maybe recommend, I called me chief the attendant and say, look here, we in Mongo Falaba district, we don't want this. We don't want war, we don't want anything. We go at the ballot. If we not want Madabio, we go put under the ballot. That has so many tell me people them. I say, but for go fight, kill, that we don't want that one day now, we own area. And then I think that the entire Sierra Leone, me go advise say, make we all chill. The day of the voting, make all man committee go vote. We don't want to put that inside simple. No killing. That's the me on take. Sierra Leone, a small country, very, very small. We all now one people, So I feel I'm too much where I see innocent people that they die. Even that brother Samson, they all don't die. Oh, I feel I'm too much. You see, why we not go chill? Make we wait for next very few months. On Monday go vote. They're gonna go select without one for select. American and so we didn't. No fighting. That will be me on contribution, yeah.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Keita, now the last caller for today. And now we go lock the mouth for the program. Just one look. Make sure I don't miss nobody. Which number one phone, I don't miss nobody now. And Salon Police. Do your next time. Next time, Salon Police. Wanna do the right thing. You see now, this mistake way on a mistake, they overshadow which una want forget out of this. They overshadow them. But Kupa we get investments in the country, so we don't need this dumb hot gang, turn them down a little. But good people get interest in Sierra Leone. And this kind of thing they cause more suffering if we're not able to get ourselves together. But they are on the pull on a wanted list. There are software out there we go help una. Even if not a wanted list stuff now. If una see something on social media, because it look like say, like how una they tell we about social media, Una self don't fall victim par social media. Like how una the one we no more. Before una self take am, una begin on it and kitty. There are software out there. There are certain programs out there. We go help una for make una verify certain things them. Eh? And I know say they don't equip with cyber security. I don't know if una not be passed through them more. I don't know if una not be passed through them. But again, the country as a whole, we need proper database. The need for try and begin issue ID card. We need a system where anybody, background check, anything, you go come up. I don't know, do they still do that fingerprint na CID? Where you want to travel? They still they do, huh? Eh? I don't know if they still they do more. But would they expect more from the police? I do now work. Waiting happen so on the 10th. We don't want them again. I do now work. Yeah? But I do them properly. If not, now I don't make the shame to the Nigeria people. And just they take we now make ridicule. They take we make ridicule now. Who that cause now una. Now una take that man una put her. And not to say the person died yesterday for 12 years ago. 12 years. Hi. Big. They are allowed to do and correct. So next time, this one no go overshadow that one day. What one they try to get out of this one, eh? Why Musa say just pay the money aside and go clear you. Alright, so go there back tomorrow. Eh? Salma say they need to do it again. Okay. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple A say, Tata.